Hey everyone, Sam here. So today I'm going to show you a card using the Star Show-Stopping die set, and I'm going to turn this into a box style card. So there will be a playlist coming up for just this die set. I'll also have a Showstoppers playlist with all of the ones that I've done over the last like 4 years, I think. You do need a large die cutting machine for this one because they're 5x7 size, so the width is 7 inches. I'm also using the Vintage Christmas Sentiments. I've stamped a couple, I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use yet. And then I'm using the Ephemera, a show-stopping Christmas Ephemera. Beautiful designs in here. I'm going to be focusing on the robin, and I'm also using my Show-Stopping Christmas paper pack, 8x8 paper pack, and I'm using the leaves one in the middle there. So you want to get your main die and you want to run that through your die machine twice. So I've done it here. And then I've got this one here. So this is 1/2. Now, if you want, you could just do the 1/2. I think it looks fab. Once this is decorated, what a cool card. And then you just fold it flat. Oh yeah, I've got to stick that piece in. And then you just fold it flat, whatever way you want. But I'm gonna double this up so it's back to back because I want to do the stars on the side as well. So die cut 2 of these, and then you've got all your mats and layers. So all the different colored teal here is all the mats and layers. And then you've got all these additional stars for decoration, which you can see I've got all here. Now, for this particular style, we don't need any of these mats and layers. All we need are these ones because we're going to have 4 sides that look just like the centre here. So I've already gone ahead and I've cut them. So you can see these ones are for the top and the bottom. It's funny because when I was cutting them, they look like sunglasses. So you might want to use those in a different way. That one there, and then you put the star and everything inside. And then we're going to have these on the side because it's going to go across the 2. It's going to look quite interesting. First time I'm making this, so hopefully it's all going to work out. So to fold this one, you're just going to do mounting folds on all of those sections, which you'll see on when it's cut, and then it's going to come around together like that. Now obviously it's not going to join because it just meets, so we need to add our cardstock. So this piece here is what I've added extra. So you want to cut yourself a piece of, what was it, 3 5/8 by 7. Okay, and then you want to add your glue on the insides here. You could stick it on the back as well. If you're just doing 1/2, I'd stick one on the back and one inside so you completely hide the join. I'm going to stick it just on the inside because the joins are going to go back to back, so you're not going to see that. So you do actually want to add your glue to the inside of these pieces, and we do one at a time. So I'm using the construction glue just to make it nice and strong. So I'm going to stick that one inside right up to the fold and just fold that around right over because you want to make sure it's going to fold flat, and then add your glue onto this piece and then bring it all the way around. You're going to stick it behind, fold it down flat, make sure it goes both ways, and just give that a minute to dry. Okay, so now we can stick these 2 back to back, and you'll see we're going to get that star shape. Now I think it would also look nice if you were to cut an aperture through the middle part. You could add some twinkle lights. This could become like a piece of Christmas decor as well for the recipient. I think it would be quite nice. But we're just going to focus on this way for now. But like I said, there's other, I'm sure some of you are going to look at this and think, oh, I might try that. You're going to add your glue now right over the whole back section. And make sure they're the right way, and then just pop those together. Don't fold it flat just yet, just give that a minute to just grab, and then as the glue's still a little bit pliable, just move it from side to side. Okay, then I've cut these pieces here. This is the paper from that paper pad, and I've cut them to 3 1/2 by just under 7. Yeah, 6 7/8. Because I want it to cover all of it. I just didn't want it to catch on the sides. But you can see by adding your paper, it just starts to show the star off a bit more. I've done one for the back as well, even though that's going to be where I'm going to have my message. I just think it looks quite nice, so it's up to you. So now it's time to decorate. So just make sure it goes flat both ways. One way might be better than the other, as long as it can go flat, so you can get it in your envelope. It will be, what's that, 7 1/4 by 7. You could make a bespoke envelope. I've got lots of those videos on my Mixed Up Craft YouTube channel. I would pop this in an 8x8. It'll be fine. And some 7 by 7 envelopes are made a little bit bigger, so you might find it will fit in there still anyway. So the plan to decorate, I'll just bring that back up. It will kind of square off better once the stars are on the side. So on the front and on the 2 sides, I'm going to have these pieces. So I'm going to stick those ones on that side. Again, that's going to start to bring it all together. That one there, and then those ones, and then I'm going to have that star in the middle. That one's going to go on the back, so that's where I'm going to write my message. And then I just want to decide on the sides. I don't know whether to do, might do 2 more plain stars, but I might do a pattern paper layer, and then on the front is all going to be the robin decoration. How cute is that? And then, you know, a sentiment. Like I said, I'm not sure which one. I do like that big one. And then all these stars I'm just going to attach. I like them on a little bit of foam, but just have them kind of cascading, you know, from the bottom up to the top of the card. So that's the plan. So I'm going to get all this stuck down. All the mats and layers are in that die set, so just cut whatever ones you want to use, and then I'll show you it when it's all finished. How cute is that? So I've got the 3 robins, I've got a little bit of foliage on that side, all the pattern paper. I mean, you could decorate all of the insides there as well, and then I've kept it plain on the back. Bear in mind when you do decorate it, so depending on which way you're going to lay it down flat, your decoration might overhang. So I'm going to go for it that way in the envelope, but obviously that overhangs a bit. But if I'm going to put it in an 8x8, it's going to be fine anyway. But you want to keep your overhang decoration on one side, really. You want to stick to an envelope the size of the card, but if you go a bit bigger, then you've got the room to overhang on both sides, so just bear that in mind. But I think it's lovely. Really, really pleased with this. What a lovely, really special card to give to someone. So I hope you've enjoyed this box card and another way to use that die set. Check out the playlist, which will be here now as well, if you want to go and see what else I've added into there. All of the products that I've used, as always, will be shared in the description box below this video. Give it a thumbs up, drop me a comment. I do enjoy reading them, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Take care. Bye.